What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we have a big content update going live on Android and iOS. We've got Fantasy Arcade, we've got Void Vortex, we even have our favorite game mode, Aspen Dungeon. So make sure before you smash your dailies, don't do my mistake, because I did this mistake. I went into Aspen Dungeon and already registered my team today, sadly, with the completely wrong setup. So do not do the Idle Master right now if you plan on trying to push Aspen Dungeon, because there's a whole 100 new levels. There's a brand new Void Vortex, Fantasy Arcade, everything, tons of rewards up for grabs, lots of gems even up for grabs. So keep an eye out for that too, because Void Vortex has a lot of gems and everything. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let's jump right into the news. So starting off, probably everybody's least favorite thing for the majority, Fantasy Arcade. If we jump in here and we take a hit on the start button, we have more normal levels. You can see we already previously beat the 10 here. We didn't bother getting all the stars. There's another chapter system. There are more gems up for grabs. There's more stellar shards up for grabs. There's a lot of stuff for you to do. There's also a brand new trial mode. However, it looks like you do in fact have to beat level 100 to unlock this. Don't like that at all. Like I said, gallery is pretty much the same old, nothing there. And then of course Fort Tech, there's like a ton of Fort Tech for you guys to grab. I think they added more. I really don't know because I never pushed this before. I literally just did like the bare minimum to get the actual chapter done. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have grinded out the guild tech, because like I said, you could easily just grind it out over and over with the stage bonuses in the Frontier Fort trial. That's up to you. I'm sure there's already people pushing this. Maybe not. Wait, has nobody actually beaten level 100? Because this is game wide. The heck is Game Killer? What? Oh, is that the same person clearing stuff over and over? Maybe. Yeah, I don't care. I don't really care about this one. Vending machine. I think the max rewards still haven't changed. You can get a cool avatar. You can get a mysterious artifact chest for doing this side mode. It is what it is. Do it if you want to. So that is part number 1. Number 2 is what I'm excited for. We have Overseer Area 4. In Void Vortex, you have 1 day to get your tries in here, and you have a ton of gems at your disposal. So how many gems is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? It's like 10,000 gems, somewhere like that. Big Noah already doing a big push to Overseer Area 2. Sadly, by the time I get to do stuff, it's I usually try to record stuff. It takes a while. We'll see what we can do. You can see Divine Power is part of the mix here now, so that is something you have to worry about. I'm thinking with our Betty, it might not be that difficult, but we will have to see what's going on here. And again, like I said, Overseer 1 is the newest, highest tier. It gives more rewards, not a huge amount, which compared to Dominator 1, like you go from here to here, it's like 200 more, not even 200 more hard rock. You're only getting like 1,000 more contracts, or not contract, crystals of transcendence, a few more stellar shards. More importantly, you're getting more of the lucky treasure chest. That's the big one. You're getting an additional shard. Not a big deal. You can see people, Jesus, Rex, all them are already pushing. I don't wonder if everybody's already cleared it on the leaderboard. Not quite. Up to 33, so not too bad. So that is the next part that is part of it. Remember, these things get more, actually they don't get more intense, do they? They capped out at 90%. That's interesting. But the good part is you do have a ton of protection signets from your smash now when you do get to Overseer. We'll have to see today if we can actually make it there ourselves. And then last and certainly not least, Aspen Dungeon has a new difficulty. Purgatory 300, I believe, is the cap now. I don't know if they actually list that. Yep, there we go. While Purgatory has now 300. After you pass the 50th and 100 stages, you will be saved. New Purgatory, 300 stages will unlock, only slow beginning heroes, all that's the same. But again, the big issue here is making sure that you don't lock your team in. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, in the Idol Master, there's actually a separate section here. You want to change this right here to no, because even though you can change the lineup you're putting in, the setups are going to be wrong. So you can see I have Star Swordsman Machman in here for apparently no reason whatsoever. I have Queen in here for no reason. I even have Ilamok. Like, this is just not the team I want to bring in. I want to bring in Betty. I want to bring in Natalia. And sadly, this first one is going to go to waste. So make sure you change this to no. Get it saved so that it doesn't sign up next time as well. Otherwise, you're going to be behind the curve, because as you guys can see, I literally have like my Machman in here, not even a tenant, not even anything. The one bonus is your smashes here are probably going to be better as far as rewards go, because you're going to be getting more and more stages unlocked. Granted, that's only going to happen if you get up to what? Stage 250 is the next smash. Oh, I'm buying all these things. Yup. But the big thing is that it does give you more chances at wishing coins, which means if you progress further in Aspen Dungeon on a weekly basis, you can collect more wishing coins on average, which means you can start saving them up more for the big events. I imagine we're going to have some coming up here soon. Again, we just spent some on the previous one. We'll probably spend more on this one. And to be honest, I just really enjoy Aspen Dungeon. I think it's one of the really cool game modes where you use one hero versus the enemy team. Remember, it's not like the original version of Aspen Dungeon. The attribute bonuses are completely random. And the sad part is you have to place your heroes in before you can see how they are. So you kind of have to set them up at your best guess. This time we got a huge amount of attack and a huge amount of control immunity. Crit damage is mostly useless. The crit chance is awesome. Damage reduction is awesome. These are the two stats you really want, and attack, in my opinion. But it just depends on what potion you have, and on top of that, what tier. So all my heroes are A tier, which means every one of these potions is giving us 4% versus an E tier that gives 1. That's one really big difference. The difference of bringing a B and an A isn't huge. I mean, the big difference is one is a giant killer, the other one is not in most cases. So make sure what you do today is get your heroes set up properly. Speed is probably going to be key. This is nowhere enough speed. Most of these heroes are going to have to use something like an Augustus Magic Ball. Mainly just to outspeed the enemy, and that's where I'm going to probably have to rebuild some so that I have like 5 Augustus Magic Balls. Granted, I'm wondering how Betty will be with a melodic strings. She might get hit very hard, but the fact that she has full energy probably isn't really relevant, because you got to remember, you don't get energy at the beginning of every battle. You're probably just going to want to build her as tanky as possible, not even caring if she goes first in reality. Granted, you are susceptible to a lot of CC in that case. But figuring out Aspen Dungeon is going to be the fun part. I really want, this is the one game mode I want to push first on, because it's our own server. You can see Fuka is pushing here too. Everybody's pushing this morning, so I'm going to have to jump on it and catch up to everybody else. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Check out the new update. I'll see you guys next time.